Aventura is working out of the office today, so you won't be able to catch the show. No problem. You'll be here in spirit.
I love that he left a comment for us there. Appreciate you, bud.
Absolutely. It's so interesting when we get into these types of regimes where there's uncertainty everywhere. Whenever you deal with external uncertainties like this U.S.-Iran conflict, then people really start paying attention to dealer positioning, to commercial positioning, to gamma. Like now, the conversation, people really care about it because they're like, "Hey, what's going on? Why are we getting these massive whipsaws one way or another?" It's
Right.
like, well, there are buyers in the market, there are sellers in the market, yes, but then there are forced buyers and forced sellers. And when you're on the side of the people who are forced buyers or sellers, that's an edge you can carry to the bank. There is there's no way around it. If everyone's on one side of the boat and now they have to move to the other side of the boat, well, there you go. You can make your money. It's been fascinating. And what I always find to be strange, I don't know if I often refer to charts as like a divination tool, a men's divination tool, a masculine divination tool, where the chart says, hey, everything is sort of on the nice edge of something. We don't know what it is. And then the event happens and we go, oh, of course. And then the market moves the way it moves. And like to me, the dollar, how it moved recently was exactly this. The dollar here was coiling. We've been talking on Price Action Live now for a while now. We had this range that was set up from the tariff days of last April, and then the dollar came back over here and touched it once, twice, and it was sort of like coiling over here at the bottom of the range. And I was like, well, it's either going to reject and fall down, or we're going to explode up to the other end of the range. And not only did we cross back into that range, we immediately, over 2 days, like we're almost to the top of that range, we exploded up, and it coincides with this with this conflict. And so I always find this to be super fascinating. And every time I look back at past conflicts, I see this pattern where something was coiling, which means, I mean, my tinfoil hat is, well, people who know are positioned in the market in a certain way. They hear the rumblings, and then you see the move happen in markets.
Well, what's the move you're expecting today?
I mean, I've been talking about it for a while. I think we get 20% down in the stock market, like with no problem, this year. And if it's going to happen at all, it generally happens at one of the 4 periods of weakness, and that's March, June, September, and December. But the likely dates are March or September, and now we're in March. So now I'm looking for price to fall in March all the way down until April. And I would not be surprised if even today we get to 23,960 that I've been talking about for weeks now. We could even get as low as 22,885 over the next couple of months.
Yeah, I'm thinking one more. If we break this support at 24.4, the next level down would be about 24,250. And but even just the pre-market moves that I'm seeing here, it looks like we've started to confirm support around 24,400. If we see a repeat of yesterday, I would love this rally. You know, I really would. It could be a gigantic move to reverse out the whole thing. I don't know if that's going to happen again today. I think we could probably come back up and retest 24,600 and see and test that as a resistance level. In all likelihood, I'm expecting some sellers there.
Well, I'm all about VWAP levels. That's what I trade. And an interesting thing here is that we cleared a bunch of levels that we were missing, but there are 2 levels here we have not yet touched on the NASDAQ. So if I was to put my bullish hat on, this 25,124 level and this 25,562 level, these 2 levels have not been cleared yet. And I sort of feel like we can't get a full flush down until we get to those levels. I'm not sure. So we'll see if we get a rally back up, and then we just get market just whipsaw up 2%, down 3%, up 2%, down 3%. I wonder if that can happen.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely expect volatility. We've got VIX at 20, almost 26 today. A couple more points there, and we're hitting the extremes of volatility before it becomes pretty serious territory. So I'm really kind of hoping for a push here to the upside, bring down that volatility, calm down just a little bit here, but we'll see. It's anybody's guess here from the open. What are you thinking
Bitcoin.
before the bell rings? Are you going to go long on anything?
Oh no, I really hate. I hate trading like event shocks that I can't see, that I don't
Right.
see. So it's like if I was trading options, I'd be doing the options things right now. That's like my preferred way of doing this sort of thing, or poly market bets or stuff like that. But right now, my eye is just really focused on Bitcoin. I'm looking for opportunities to short. Because I do think Bitcoin goes to, it's in a bear market, and I think it's going to head towards 55,000, 50,000. But the NASDAQ right now, I mean, any news can come out and just completely wreck your position.
It's true. Or One Truth Social.
Or One Truth, exactly. But we'll see. If I had to take a trade today, it would obviously be a short, but I'd be wanting a short from, ideally from
600
overnight VWAP 24,631. That's what it'd be shorting for.
Right. Yeah, even all of my recent anchored VWAPs on the 2-hour chart are above our current price action, so it's looking a bit bearish. But I am expecting a retracement here from last night's pullback. Maybe we had even as high as 700 or even 800, 24,800 before pushing back down and testing these areas of support.
Right. Well, while we're here before market opens, I want to welcome everyone to Price Action Live at TradersPost for Tuesday, March 3rd, 2026. I'm one of your traders, Tom Sacred Prophet Hartman, alongside Mike Born Again Christensen, co-founder and CSO of TradersPost. Up to 4 days a week at Price Action Live, we trade in front of you using the advanced trade execution engine known as TradersPost, the epic software that upgrades your trading. So whether trading stocks, futures, options, or crypto, TradersPost has got you covered. Today's stream is brought to you by Blue Sky, the best-in-class prop firm that offers same-day activation, daily payouts, and no max restrictions. So visit bluesky.pro and sign up for your first prop firm account today and trade futures like never before. Use coupon code WELCOME26 to get 50% off your launch plan account for first-time subscribers. All right, market's going to open in 2 minutes. Don't be a hero, Tom. I was upset with myself. Not upset with myself. I'm finding it difficult sometimes. I went on tilt last week, and then I sort of put myself in quarantine, where I don't want to take some trades.
Sometimes you need to take a break. I get that completely.
Yeah, but then when perfect trade setups happen, and then I don't take them, I sort of feel like, well, what am I doing here? Like, this is exactly what I've been waiting for. These are exactly my types of trades. But there's always another trade. There's always another trade.
Markets aren't going anywhere.
So I've redoubled my efforts on my own strategy builder. I have my own personal strategy builder that I've been building now for the last couple of months in order to, because I'm not an intuitive trader. There's specific types of setups that I'm waiting for, exact specific types of patterns, and I just want to refine those patterns and get them right and have them run in an automated way. Like, that's what I want. I really do not want to be manually trading. I don't like it. And so I just do the manual trading in order to learn what I need to learn in order to do the automated systems. So that's what I've been working on for the last few months.
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I mean, the conviction matters when you get into a position, for sure. Well, right out of the gate here, it does look like there's a bit of a upswing from the open. There were a lot of orders hanging out at 24,500 on NQ. There's still 100 contracts sitting down there, and I'm already one long on ES at the moment. Or excuse me,
Nice.
MES.
Look at that, all the way back up to VWAP, overnight VWAP.
Yeah, let's keep an eye on that one. So this is the R1 spot that I was keeping an eye on for NASDAQ. So if we blow past this level here, then I think we do start to head back to these zones here at 730, roughly 800. Those are some anchored VWAP levels that I want to keep an eye on, as well as potential areas of resistance.
So when you get down to that green area, like, do you set an automatic buy for that, or is it just a level you're watching?
Just watching. I did it for MES because we bounced from the support line on MES. So I'm already up $60 on that trade.
All right, we hit right into the overnight VWAP as expected. This is normally where I would be taking my short. In fact, that's a perfect short area, but not for me today.
Lots of volume from the open. That's exciting to see. About 32,000 contracts in the first couple of minutes. It's a little bit more than the previous day's opening volume.
So what was the thing last night?
Say again.
What was it that they closed the Strait of Hormuz and oil is under pressure now? Is that it? That's why oil's up $77.
I caught a bit of that. I think mainly the distribution routes are threatened at the moment, so oil has spiked up significantly. And that's one of those things too, where that is one of those exogenous events that can hit oil immediately because it impacts immediate delivery and inbound supply. We've got, of course, strategic reserves that the government can use, but the flow of oil must continue.
Are the strategic reserves filled up? I thought they got completely drained by Biden. I can't remember if they filled them back up. I should check that.
Let's Google it.
Google, that's so boomer. We got to AI it. All right. Thank you very much.
How much do the oil reserves have? Somebody's keeping an eye on this. Yeah, I don't think we completely got rid of it. It looks like we pulled back quite a bit, but there's still a pretty substantial amount. Looks like 300 million plus barrels.
Okay, cool.
Hey, I'm the Cloth. How are you? Seen anything on the charts? How you guys doing this morning? Hey, Jarmo. Well, looking at Bookmap, I still see some spots where buyers are waiting. 24, 530 and 500. Hundreds of contracts just hanging out there.
Bond market
substantial gap from the open as well, almost 400 points, 1.5%. I think some of this gap will get filled this morning, so I'm keeping an eye on this. Go ahead, Tom.
So one of the things I pay attention to is the NFCI, the National Financial Conditions Index, and when that guy is rising, it is. Hey, wait, did they stop reporting on that? No, you're still good, huh? It looks like the data is. Oh, never mind. Forget it. I was about to just make a comment on the financial conditions, but I was misreading it. The bond market yields went up, and the MOVE index went up, so that's volatility all over the place. That's problematic. Dollar still rising. Here's that sell-off I'm expecting.
Yep. I see it.
That's right there at overnight VWAP on a bearish session. So I would not be surprised to see a big sell-off. What's Gamma doing? Right, negative Gamma 366. Move exacerbated. We're below the put wall, so look out below, folks. Where are we on S&P? We're at 67,665. That is below a threshold. So yeah, it's dangerous here.
Dangerous, but already down 2% from the open. I don't know. And VIX already spiked at 26. It's starting to pull back as well. I've got a little bit of a bullish suspicion here. I'd like to keep an eye for the next several candles because I think we could still find support here.
Right. If we take a look at skew here, we're seeing, where is it skewed? All right, obviously skewed to the downside. A lot less than I would have expected. Let's see March.
Well, there's an opening candle below VWAP here on M and Q. Nope. Just crossed VWAP again. My MES trade is back in profit again. And we're starting to rally.
We bounced off the, what was that? Oh yeah, the VWAP. That's what we bounced off of. Ooh, if we get a Mustang cross here, which is what I call when the session VWAP crosses the overnight VWAP.
A Mustang cross.
Yeah, I guess that's the type of trade he likes.
Yeah.
And every time I've seen it now, it's just been some epic rallies trend, just completely.
All right, we got plenty of room to the weekly VWAP, weekly electronic VWAP up here at 775. And that confirms with some of the anchored VWAPs that I was mentioning as we started the session here. Where this candle on the 2-hour chart is looking pretty bullish and is coming back to test the 600 level. If we can break this 600 level, this is a lot more bullish.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's see if we can get a close above VWAP, and I'll go long M in Q to add to my long MES.
What's the dollar doing here?
All right, we're eating some of the gap now.
Gold is pulling back so hard. Why is gold down? How much is gold down here? Gold is down 5%. What the heck?
Yeah, gap down from the overnight. I think a big part of it is just how long can we remain in these? What did I peg it at? Let's see. Let's go and change the ranges here. 4 sigma, 5 sigma. Like how long can we hang out in this range of price here before we pull back to a healthy correction level?
Right. Silver 2 also pulled back 16%.
I saw that.
Yikes.
Yeah. There goes my Morgan silver dollar collection value.
It's garbage now. Throw it away.
It's garbage. Let me just throw it away. It's in the trash. All right, there we go. Candle closing or looking. A candle has opened above VWAP here. I want to see this close.
All right. If this keeps going up, it'll be similar to what we saw yesterday, right? In fact, it's almost the same pattern.
Yeah, I mean, if we fill the whole gap, it could be huge. At some point, buyers, anybody who is a seller is going to want to turn around and either close their position out or get long on the other side, and it could support the momentum. You know, this. If you're looking at the daily chart as well, this is a big key support level overall in this whole range bound area we've been in since October. We've tested these areas around 24,000 several times now, and we continue to find support here. So, like I said, I have no problem believing we could be in another rally here this morning. Man, lots of volatility from the open here. 60 ATR from the open.
Were you a big TV watcher growing up?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
With cartoons. What age group are we talking about here? Obviously, my
teenager.
Yeah, teenager.
Yeah.
Plenty of shows.
Okay. Were you ever in the CW camp, the WB camp, the Smallvilles, the One Tree Hills, Charmed, any Felicity, any of that stuff?
Not that camp. No, that wasn't my go-to.
You were too cool. I get it. That's fine.
No,
I was going to Backstreet Boys concerts, and you're like, I can't believe it. These people are dorks.
No, I did Backstreet Boy and NSYNC covers in my punk band, which I did versions of, which was hilarious and fun.
Nice. I got into those because I thought because girls like them. If I know all the songs of Backstreet Boys and all the choreographies and everything like that, then girls will like me.
That was my take. If I make a rendition in rock form, girls will know all the lyrics to the songs I'm singing. They won't know my dumb songs, but they'll know Backstreet Boys, no problem.
Well, the thought kept me warm while I'm stuffed in my locker waiting for someone to unlock me.
Nerds unite, Tom. Nerds unite.
That's right. Okay, what are we doing here? Are you gonna actually sell off?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I feel like my stop's a little tight here.
I guess one more bounce to VWAP and then. Well, this is classic. Wait for 10 o'clock. Peter is all upset with me yesterday. I was doing a review of the trade setups that day, and I guess I never told him that. In my mind, I never really think of just the U.S. session. I think of it as a London U.S. session because the London closes while the U.S. is open, and so you have positions in London that are closed, that are selling off or whatever that are covering, right before like 10 o'clock. And so you can get these counter trend moves in the middle of the open. And he's like, "Why haven't you ever described this before?" I go, I guess I should have told you.
Yeah, learning the sessions I think can be pretty tough for people at first, especially since some of these markets open at completely different times. Gold opens before NQ and ES do, the stock index futures. And learning like where volatility and where liquidity really starts to show up is a bit of a learning curve, especially if you're trading more than one instrument. But I think, isn't Peter just trading M and Q?
Yeah, but even on M and Q, like I was showing him, I overlay on the chart here the trading sessions, the native indicator from TradingView, and I showed him how yesterday the rally from the overnight started right at the London Open.
Gotcha.
Right here, and that the sell-off that we had, the retrace to that VWAP bounce that you like, happened right at the close of the London session. And this sort of thing happens again and again, where the London session, if you overlay it, you'll see, certain moves are happening because of it. And he just couldn't believe it. He could not believe that like over here, this is on the February 26th. We had a whole covering at the end of the London session, and then when that was done, we continue with the downtrend on the US. So I'm just mentioning it now in case I've never mentioned it on the show before, that time does matter. To me, time is far more important than price.
I'm with you on that. Time is a factor. We're 16 minutes to the 10 a.m. as well, when people really start getting involved.
That's right.
I would venture to guess that this is now the established orb for the session that everyone's waiting for as well. Couple candles closed below VWAP here. Typically, this is my short signal. I'm having a hard time deciding if I want to play along here, though.
Right. Well, you wanted to wait for VWAP bounces, right?
Yeah, I mean, the other strategy is the push away from VWAP if I get a confirmed candle close below or above, and this is the second candle closing below VWAP here. So I could scalp real quick here to see if we're going to test a new low or come back and test the support line from the overnight.
The VWAP bounce works in my backtest very well.
Yeah.
But the whole candle confirm away doesn't, because you can get whipsawed out of it so often, depending, because it might confirm on the 5-minute but not on the 15, or confirm on the 15 but not on the 2 hour. Like, there's so much whipsaw that can happen for that. What have you been finding when you compare the two? Like, VWAP bounce seems like so much more of a surefire, I guess, if I could use that term, setup.
Give yourself more room. I measure my entry and size around volatility. So if there's a lot of ATR when it comes back to retest VWAP, I want wider stops and a lower size.
That's right. Okay, so that I found to be something I find very difficult. I like knowing off the top of my head every trade what my downside is, and I don't like it that it depends on the ATR.
Same here. But that it just means I'm trading less contracts. The minimum is going to be one contract on M&Q, and that gives me plenty of wide open space if there's a ton of volatility.
I see.
Well, look at that. My suspicions seem to be true. POC just registered here at 571. Let's try this again.
On the clock, took a couple of trades, 4 2 longs, 2 shorts. He's up. Excellent. Love seeing it.
I'm going for it. Goodness, I needed almost like 90 points of stop here.
Get some VTR. Alrighty, what's happening? What's going on with Bitcoin? Come on, Bitcoin. What are you doing? Bitcoin's falling. Okay, good. I'm sort of annoyed with my Bitcoin short, guys, because I could have made more money by going in and out and in and out and in and out, but I like to not. I don't like nursing positions, especially long-term positions. I don't like nursing them. And then I could always miss like the big flush down that I'm expecting. So,
what is this, Tom? It's just going to be a choppy open here.
Choppy, yep. It's not going to be any trend until 10 o'clock here. Gotta wait. Gotta wait. Look at that doji on the 15-minute on the M&Q. Doesn't know where it wants to go. What do they call that? A tombstone? When the top wick is so much bigger than the bottom one?
Yeah, this is more choppy than I expected from the open here. It's a little different from yesterday.
Yeah.
And ATR doesn't seem to be coming back down too much here yet. These candles are really all over the place. Gold up a little more. VIX came back up to 26. You want to answer that one, Tom?
Hey, for some reason, Claude can't write me a TPO or SVP. Have you guys had any issues or an answer? TPO, that's that new the new format for the chart, right? Time, price, opportunity, and session volume profile. Yeah. So the TPO and SVP indicators on the native indicators or the chart types on TradingView are not written in PineScript. In fact, they're not written in PineScript because they're too difficult. The data that needs to be accessed is not available, and so they make this in I don't know if it's in Go or whatever it is. They have a custom code for it that we don't have access to. So you're not going to be able to make a reliable one in PineScript or even using AI. They're starting to make changes. We just saw yesterday there's a post where the volume footprint chart type, the values for that will now be available within PineScript. So you could be able to get POC, you're going to be able to get VAH, VAL, all that within PineScript, and that opens up a whole new type of volume, type of indicators and strategies you'll be able to create. But unfortunately, TPO and SVP, you can't at the moment. You can sort of approximate SVP. There's some indicators and public indicators you can take a look and see. They're not as good as the native ones, but if you're looking to develop a strategy around that, you can base yourself off of that. 848 negative gamma, so it's not looking good for markets.
Yeah, this is a tough one. Trying to nurse a short here on M&Q. Should be able to pick up a bit. I'm 10 micro short at the moment.
So if I had taken that initial short off of overnight VWAP that I wanted to take, when it went above VWAP afterwards, it would have been just enough for me to get stopped out, and then it reversed the other way. So this is one of those markets that's just trying to take my money. I see ya.
I see it too. This is a tough one, especially since we're so close to that overnight support level.
Yeah,
we found support here at 460, and I'm going to get chopped out here real quick.
Yeah, you'd have to stop and wait for the perfect setup here.
I think so. So that's going to take a little while because we're in a range here from the open. So if we find any opportunity to push away from VWAP on either side, it's going to be a while before I see a bounce. Yeah, I just got stopped out.
Oof. All right, let's wait for 10 and see what happens there, because this is all it's too tough.
Yeah, this is a rough one.
Alrighty.
Man, I just keep seeing these surges of buying and selling activity on either side. It's really hard to tell.
Yeah,
we are not trending. These are quick scalps. Got to get in and out in maybe 10, 15 points. But with 60 points of ATR on a 2-minute chart, this is a tough one to really capture the right side of the trade.
Great. Yeah, my test automated strategy also getting chopped up right in this area. This whole thing, because we're crossing above overnight VWAP and daily VWAP and wicking all over the place. It's pretending it wants to be bearish, but also bullish. The whole thing is a nightmare.
Well, shifting gears to a quick TradersPost conversation, we've got a ticket in staging right now for a new order type or a new action, a new addition to the cancel, if that makes sense. So at the moment, if I want to cancel my open orders, I can send that signal and it's going to be action cancel. But we're actually allowing a new type of property to the JSON message, which allows you to define which types of orders to cancel. So that means I can cancel by order type, or I could say cancel my stops or cancel my takes. So in a situation like this, where I want to let this ride, if I'm in the opposite direction, of course I'm in the wrong direction of this trade right now, but if I'm long, I could cancel my takes and just let it run, but keep my stop open. And it would still get canceled out. So that's coming soon, and that'll add a new button to my command pad here where I can cancel my takes and cancel my stops.
Awesome.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm going to get stopped out on this one. But wait. A little bit of a rejection there off of VWAP.
Wait, you're in a trade? I don't see it.
It's in TradeView here. Sorry.
Oh. So you're short?
Yeah, I'm short at the moment. I've been short for a little while. I got stopped out on the first half of the short. Let me make this a little bit larger. So that's coming. And then the other one I'm excited about is our break-even tool as well. So you'll be able to specify that you want to move your stop to break even, but you can also specify how many points away from your entry you want to set it to. So I could set like a 5-point break even and hit a button one time, and it'll move my stop up to that 5 point above my entry. Yeah, on the cloth. I was out until I saw a close below VWAP and decided to take it. Should have taken the hint that this is going to be a choppy open, huh?
Yeah, that's always my problem with the close beyond. It's too tough. If it's choppy. Wait, what's your choppy index say? You have like a choppiness indicator.
Oh yeah, it's going to be in the red. Let's see. It is, well, we had such a big trend from the overnight that it hasn't. It's starting to rise. You can see it moving into back into the normal territory. But yeah, this is definitely choppy. Huh. Interesting. Ton of buyers just showed up at 512, 114 contracts.
Are these orders, are you seeing them getting filled, or are they just like pop it in and out of the book?
Yeah, I'm seeing some of it get filled. We'll get down to that price zone, and then some of them will get filled, and then more getting added. So it looks like from this price right here, as I'm looking at Bookmap, I wouldn't describe this as lifting the offer yet. Oh, they just disappeared. So the buyers just bailed on that price. They went back down to 487. That might be good news for my short here.
Right.
On the cloth is flat, done for the day. I don't blame you. This is a tough open. Oh, there's the choppiness index for you, Tom. How about that?
Wow. Look at that. A red flag. Yike.
A little late to the game. I think we could have called this choppy much quicker than the choppiness index.
Right.
One of my strategies just threw off a short signal. Two minutes left until the 10 a.m. And we're right in between S1 and R1 now.
Yeah, I hate being so close between support and resistance.
I agree. Okay, almost to break even on my short.
It's so fun to see Peter now suffer the pains that we have to suffer, because he used to tell me before, like, why don't you just stop doing the thing that hurts or that doesn't work? Like, why don't you just stop? And he'll be like, I get it now. There's a demon inside all of us.
Yeah. We're constantly battling against ourselves in this game.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've never learned more about myself than in anything else I've done except for trading. Right. I've had to come to terms with a lot of aspects of my personality here.
I thought having children would teach me a lot about myself. Nope. Trading has been way more insightful.
I thought
trading helped me teach children.
I think it's trading that taught me more patience than my kids.
Absolutely.
The consequences are greater.
It should be mandatory in like parenting class. You trade for 3 months, and then you take the baby. You're like, oh, this baby's easy. Mm-hmm. It's super simple.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and exit half my position here. So there's another example of one of the nice features of TradersPost where you can send a quantity type of percent of position and 50%. So I have seven micros open right now. I can exit half, and what that's going to do is, oops, what happened there? Oh, it took a second. It's going to exit 3 of them because it has to round up a little bit.
And it's the 10 a.m.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull the plug here. Looks like the rally starts. Well, we got to lick some wounds here.
All right, let's see what the Orbis decide to do.
Well, we got a ways to go. We'll have to break that 661 or determine if that overnight low is our new support here. We might come back and test that. Bit of an engulfing candle there, but we wicked it right off of VWAP.
Right off of VWAP, which is another perfect short. Dollar is still rising, gold is still falling, so I should be bearish.
Well, are we heading the other way? What are we doing here? I'm okay.
I think it's fake. I think it's fake. I think it's a fake.
You think it's fake? It's fake.
I think it's a fake loan.
We're still right in between that R1 S1. We haven't quite come back to retest the 460 level yet. Man, look at the volume on that one. You know what I also find interesting is that support candle at 470 right before the open wasn't a ton of volume. I think we need to see a bit more here.
Right.
Oh yeah, look at that fake out, Tom. Good call. Well, should we call it what it is? It's a fake out day. It's a choppy day. It's a good luck trading this bullshit day.
That's exactly right. It's a give back to the market day.
You know, if there's anything else happening, it'll be after a while. We've got to get past these ranges, past the orb, confirm some support on either side, and see if there's a trend forming. But yeah, this isn't it for me. This is a good spot to say, screw it. I'll come back tomorrow.
That's right. Well, just for people, London session stops in an hour, right? So this is where in this period you can get whatever they close their positions, and then sometime in this hour starting in 11 we can get a flush down. I mean, I'm still bearish for the day. I can only get into a short here from VWAP. So like those are the perfect entries here.
Right. Man, I really got stopped out too early on that trade, didn't I?
Yeah, right. It's because of that 10 o'clock candle just whipsawed.
Bastards.
Yeah.
I'm banning the 10 a.m. guys.
All right. Well, let's leave it there for now. We'll be back tomorrow morning for even more price action live at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll also be here later on today at 3 p.m. for TradersPost office hours, where Peter will let you know what's going on in the TradersPost space, what kind of new changes are on the platform, and what's coming down the pike. We thank everyone for being here. So happy to have you guys here every day. And as always, we wish you happy trading.
Cheers, everybody.